What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel of where we buy cars that should never be on the road again. We try to fix them, and I make a lot of poor decisions with money. Got a good one coming for you guys. Gonna get some stuff done on the truck. We're gonna do some steering. We might do some motor work, or no, we're gonna do some motor work, and then we're gonna do some steering. If I get them done, I get them done. If I don't, I don't. Short work week for me out in the garage. Let's get after it. Before I kick this one off, I just want to say thank you. I hit 200 subscribers today, which is pretty cool. Getting me closer and closer to the step where I can build cars and create content for you guys consistently. Like I said, I do not want this to be my last build. I got this I can do on the channel. I got that I can do on the channel. I got that race car over there that you can't see that I can do on the channel. I got racing lawnmowers that I want to do on the channel. I want to build a drift car. I want to build, you name it. I want to do it all. So thank you to the 200 of you. I think 201 at the time of filming. Hopefully more by the time I post this. It means the world to me. Thank you. If you guys like what you see, or if you don't, just hit the subscribe. That'd be cool. And then just let my videos play. I don't care. But hey, I appreciate all you guys. Thank you. Feel free to subscribe. That'd be cool. Thank you. Let's get to work. I mean, can a guy just admire a truck real quick? That looks pretty trick. Kind of got the stance I like. I mean, man, I come out here work on this thing till late at night and I'm gassed, I'm tired. But when you sit back and you look at it, it's kind of hard to see because this one's in the way, which is also kind of cool to look at, but we're focused on this one. You just got to sit back and admire it, right? So when you get bored of working on something, take a break, right? Sit back, admire it. Don't leave your radiator overflow hose in the way if you're taking a cool picture. But yeah, just admire it. All right, enough screwing around. We're going to get to work. We got the motor. We got to get some parts. We got to do it all. We're going to get after it. You guys will watch along. All right, so this motor in here is, like I said in an earlier video, is a 283 Chevy small block, we believe. It's got like a SM 465 transmission. Not really ideal for hot rodding, but it was free. Remember, budget build. So the goal that I'm going to have in this episode is trying to get this bad boy running. Obviously, you know, the wirings leave some to be desired, but it is what it is. So what we're going to do is I'm going to stick my buddy's carb on it. Hopefully the carb fits. Obviously I got to hook up some kind of cooling radiator deal. Got to get fuel to the motor, and we have to get spark. I believe this distributor is good. Not sure. I also think that I'm going to need a spark plug or two since the plugs are broke. I'm going to need spark plugs, plug wires, probably a distributor cap. And then we'll try to pump some fuel into it and see if we can get her going. Remember, I have that Holley, I don't know why I'm turning the camera up. I have that Holley fuel pump, Holley Red fuel pump I need to put in back by the fuel tank. However, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the fittings for that in time. So it might just run out of a little tank-a-doo like that. So we'll get after it, and we're going to try to tear this motor down. Not all the way down, but down to where it needs to be to put back together to get running. You might be looking at that and saying that is out of budget, and you are 100% correct. Anyways, so this carb is a Edelbrock ABS2. It's my buddy's. We're just going to put it on to try to get this thing running right, and then I'll give it back to him, and I'll throw my cheaper Edelbrock. I think I have an Edelbrock or a Holley or something up there in the rafters of the mess. So we'll put that on after this. The reason I'm not doing it with that is I want to make sure this motor runs right as is with a good legit carburetor on it, and then we'll go from there. If it runs like crap, we know it's the motor, not the carb. So that's why that shiny, like way too shiny carburetor's on there for now. Like I said, we're not going to run that. So I'm going to get that sealed up so we don't drop anything down it. And then I'm trying to pull these spark plugs, but they're kind of a weird size, so I'm having a hard time getting them, but I'm going to get them out. I got to run to the parts store and get spark plugs and plug wires. I think I'm going to run that distributor cap just because it's there and it doesn't seem to be an issue. The truck ran fine before we pulled the motor, so I'm just hoping we didn't break something in the process of pulling it out. So I'm going to run to the parts store. It's also closed, so I'm going to go tomorrow. All right, guys, I ran to O'Reilly's and got some cheap plugs, some Omnispark spark plug wires, some plugs. We're gonna get these bad boys put in and hopefully get this thing running. All right, guys, so I ran to the auto parts store and I got some spark plugs and plug wires, as I showed you in my truck. I'll show you what my issue is right now that I have going on. Okay, so I got this header on, no issue. Plugs are pretty decent, even this one I can get to, kind of. It's kind of gonna be tight. Wish they had like little shorty spark plugs. Oh wait, they do, but the auto parts store doesn't have them. So this side's pretty much together, at least for a test fire. Come over to this side, and like I think I've showed you guys on previous videos, the header right there is super wide, right where my finger's pointing, because the steering shaft goes right through it. This is a header kit for a small block swap a V8 swap into a S10 pickup. So you have to run the steering shaft, obviously from the S10, through that header. So I'm kind of running into issues getting that on. I'm going to try to get it on. I had it on earlier. I just haven't really tried that hard yet with this new gasket. I'm going to try to get it on here, and then we'll look at it, we'll admire it. But I'm also going to try to get the steering shaft in, I think, tonight or in this episode. That might be kind of the main point of this deal. And how I'm going to do that is, well, let me get the header on. I'll show you guys that in a minute. Okay, guys, so I think I'm gonna work on the steering now. I got those headers in. I'll give you guys a look at those in a sec while I'm working on the steering shaft. These are kind of the main components I'm gonna be using, as well as this shaft right here, and then the blue steering wheel, which is in the truck right there. I'll give you guys a brief look at it here in a sec. Okay, that's better. I got the steering wheel. So pull this piece out. So this piece right here is going to weld to the end of this, okay, and that's the quick disconnect for the steering wheel. That'll be welded on, obviously, and secured to the steering shaft. This will be able to make it so you can take the wheel on and off. You see this a lot in like race cars. Obviously this is like race car themed. That shaft is going to mount under this behind, I forgot it, 1 second. Okay, so this is the stuff needed for the steering shaft. This will be the welded to the rod right here, like so. I push that all the way in, throw some weld here, throw some weld here, make that nice and strong. This will be cut to length, but it'll be ran down through this heim joint here that's going to be connected into this guy through here. I need another nut, but it'll be connected to this guy, and then this will be welded to a bar that'll run under the dash, so I can get kind of a little play side to side with this guy to get it straight and level, so it's not like catching and being weird. That'll run down through this. It'll be mounted to the firewall with a plate I'm about to make as we speak. That'll be the next thing I do. Once that's mounted there, it'll come and hit this U-joint bad boy right here. It'll feed into one end, I think this end it'll feed into, it'll be welded in, and then this end is bolted in, and then I think it's a shear bolt, so if I crash or something, it'll shear and protect me a little bit. So I'll kind of give you guys a showing of what I'm talking about on the race car. Okay, unlike what I said that I was going to get this running, I didn't in this episode yet. So I got spark plugs, obviously, you guys saw me do that. Plug wires, distributor. I didn't change the distributor, it's like a HEI distributor, so I got to figure that thingamabobber out, or go back to the old school one. Obviously put the air cleaner on it. Headers look pretty trick. They're little shorty headers. So that brings me to steering, because the steering runs right through the headers, and I don't want to get this all running and happy if it doesn't steer, right? Or wait. I just wanted to do the steering. So we're going to do the steering. So I'm going to start working on that. I might not get anything done in this episode. I might get it all done. Who knows? So I'm show you guys how I'm going to go about doing that. I got the parts laid out. It's coming along nicely. Okay, so this is the stuff needed for the steering shaft. This will be the welded to the rod right here, like so. I push that all the way in, throw some weld here, throw some weld here, make that nice and strong. This will be cut to length, but it'll be ran down through this heim joint here that's going to be connected into this guy through here. I need another nut, but it'll be connected to this guy, and then this will be welded to a bar that'll run under the dash, so I can get kind of a little play side to side with this guy, to get it straight and level, so it's not like catching and being weird. That'll run down through this, what'll be mounted to the firewall with a plate I'm about to make as we speak. That'll be the next thing I do. Once that's mounted there, it'll come and hit this U-joint bad boy right here. It'll feed into one end. I think this end it'll feed into, it'll be welded in, and then this end is bolted in, and then I think it's a shear bolt, so if I crash or something, it'll shear and protect me a little bit. So I'll kind of give you guys a showing of what I'm talking about on the race car. Okay, hopefully that's easy to see. So it's going to be something kind of like this. This is that piece I showed you, and then the heim joint, steering shaft. This one's a little different because it was built, a custom built one. Comes up to this, which is a removable steering wheel. Obviously it's a little got more teeth on it there than the other one, but same concept. So that runs down through the firewall, and you can kind of see down in there, it's pop riveted in. There's a plate with that little thing back out. So right there, there's that little swivel deal that goes into the plate. That could probably use some more bolts. I'll show you guys the other side. Okay, so it comes down, hits that swivel. Essentially the same deal that I have for the rat rod right there. A little different. I think that was a factory one we used. And then runs into the drag joint and into the steering box. A little different steering setup. Obviously it's a Ford, not a Chevy. But yeah, same concept. So I'm going to try to get that done. Okay, this is the headers I want to show you guys. So how that shaft runs right through the header. So this is bolted on, it's snug. This bolt right there is going to be different because the bolt that came with me, cheap set of headers, didn't really go on. They actually look really good. I think they look good. It is what it is. It's a rat rod, right? So this might get a little tricky because that is a 90-degree angle right there. Not 90, but like a 45-degree angle there on the firewall. Not 45. I can't do math. It's like that, if that makes sense. So I got to smooth that out, figure somehow way to run that in, and then we will get the steering in and then hopefully make this thing turn. It probably will have a terrible alignment, but that's when you just pop the wheel off, put the wheel back on straight. Cool. Okay, guys, quick little update. Make sure the old camera light's on. So I cut this piece right here. This is going to end up being in this region right here. I'm going to try to tie it into the dash, how it kind of, oops, you can't really see, but how it kind of swings down in here, kind of make it align as one. Obviously, we're not going to have a keyhole, so that's irrelevant at this point. This is going to come out. But the bar is going to run right here so that I can run that to this, so that it can run to this. So this will mount to this, I think kind of off to this side. It's a little more flush on this bigger tubing. It's a little wider than that smaller piece I had earlier. So it'll mount like this. This comes straight out towards the driver. This heim joint right here will go, should have prepped this before I started filming, but you know how that works. Into here like this. dropping it into here like this. There'll be a nut on both sides. Sandwich it in, and it'll sit right there. And then the steering shaft will come up from where my pinky is up through here, and then leading into the steering wheel. So we're moving along great. I'm gonna get some Z's tonight and get back at it tomorrow. Okay guys, so I did this off camera. I cut the original steering shaft, the bottom of it right here where it mounts up to the steering shaft, whatever the thing is inside there that runs through the headers. This is gonna get ran through the firewall. And obviously this is taller than me. This is like a 6 foot, I'm not very tall, like a 6 foot steering shaft. Obviously I don't need that much. But I got to kind of fit it out, see where I want it, see where I want to put the little knuckle deal or the little U-joint. So I'll go here and test fit it, see what we're working with. Okay, can't really see, but just kind of show you guys what I did. So that steering shaft I showed you, it's going to come through that hole. That hole I'm going to actually patch. I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to bead roll a piece, and then I'm going to patch it because it's pretty weak. And then I got to put the hard, I think it's 1/8 inch or whatever plate for that bearing thing for it to run through. If that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. Hold on. Okay guys, so what I'm talking about here is I need to get this shaft obviously lined up. So I think I might have to cut this a little bit and then make this piece just a little shorter, because I would like to cut the shaft itself, put this U-joint in there so that I can turn the wheel, because that'd be cool. And then I'll run this guy, I'll attach this one to its plate, attach it to the firewall, and then it'll come inside. Come right through here, obviously where the shaft's coming through. Definitely not gonna be that long because I wanna drive it from here. I don't wanna drive it from the bed. That'd be kind of cool though. Anyways, maybe the next build? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so it's gonna come through here. Obviously I want the steering wheel to stop right about here. It's gonna be kind of hard to get in and out of, but with the removable steering wheel, it'll make it easier. Okay guys, so after looking at this and trying to get it running and all that, I just don't think I'm going to do that in this video. It's getting kind of to the time where I got to edit and post. So I got to kind of mash this radiator in here. It's got to be in there sturdy because if it leans forward at all, the fan's going to hit it. It's a super nice radiator, way nicer than everything else in this truck. So I don't really want to ruin that. So that might hold off getting that running until I at least have time to build like a radiator brace and I know what I'm going to do, and I clean these rails off to weld on them. So I apologize for that, getting you guys excited that it's going to run. It will run, hopefully next couple weeks. We'll have all the bracing done. We'll have that radiator in. All right, guys, as you know, I would do these on my, like right after work. I work 12-hour shifts, so I come home and I work on this, or I do it on days off when my wife is hanging out with our little guy. So this week's kind of a short video. I didn't get a ton done. I apologize. Hopefully it was at least entertaining, to say the least. Let me know what you guys think I should build next. I'm kind of getting towards, not to the end. I still got a ways to go on this bad boy. I got a good timeline set. Let me know what kind of car you guys want me to try to build next. I'm up for trying anything. I'm up for experimenting. Any suggestions, cool. Just comment it down in the comment section, and I might make a poll when I finish this one, and then we'll go through and we will decide together what I should build. But yeah, let me know. Guys, 200 subscribers is insane. I started this thing just kind of goofing off my garage, thinking I want to start a YouTube channel. A lot of people have YouTube channels that are kind of, you know, what they're into. This is what I'm into. Hopefully I can make something of it. And 200 subscribers is getting me there. Let's keep doing this. If you guys like what you're seeing, if you're entertained, if you're not, just hit the subscribe, dude. You don't have to watch the videos, just hit the button. Please, and thank you a ton for everything you guys do. Appreciate it. I'm going to get out of here on this video. This is the end of this one. Well, I'll have a better one for you guys next week where I get a lot more done. I'll have more time. So I appreciate you guys watching Brand 5 Garage. Bye.